Hello and welcome to Choreographer Talk. My name is Jane D'Angelo. I am the Executive Director of OhioDance and producer of the OhioDance Festival. Today, our guest choreographer is Megan Perry. She is the Cleveland Dance Project Company Artistic Director and a company member. Megan Perry's choreography, the Twilight Serenade, will be performed at the OhioDance Festival Friday, April 25th, 2025 at 7:30. It is held at the Ohio State University Department of Dance in Sullivant Hall. I will put the location and a link to purchase tickets in the chat. And now I'd like to introduce Megan Perry and welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm going to turn it over to you. We'd love to hear about your piece.
Absolutely. So our piece is called Twilight Serenade. It's actually a longer, extended version of a piece that I set last year on Company, just called Moonlight Serenade. So we extended it and kind of took the story into a deeper depth of it. It's very focused on sleep and the struggles that a lot of people tend to find with sleep. So we were able to explore different sleep issues, whether that just be sleepwalking, sleep apnea, night terrors, nightmares, things that can cause someone's sleep to be not enjoyable and not peaceful. And then with Twilight, extending it, we were able to explore what happens when you have a bad night's sleep. How does your mood change the next day? How does it affect your day-to-day life? My personal favorite one is the mood change, because a lot of people can not be the most happy when you have a rough night's sleep or when you're continuously struggling with bad sleep. So that's kind of where it all has come, actually. It was a fun experience taking a smaller story, smaller piece, and being able to expand on it for this showcase. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Sleep is very important, as we know.
Yes.
So did you get some of this information from your dancers? Did they talk about their sleep patterns and
Yeah, I think a lot of it was more personal. I've struggled not so much in my more adult life, but in my younger adult years, I struggled with really bad nightmares and night terrors. Um, I'm also a really big scary movie, horror movie buff, and I've always been very infatuated with A Nightmare on Elm Street and the whole like sleeping and bad things happening in your sleep. So I took a lot of that personal experience and then also a lot of conversation with the dancers. And just like, we have rehearsals on Sunday mornings. So there's some days where they're like, I did not sleep well last night. I'm like, all right, well, let's use that today. So,
great? Yeah, that's true. Well, sleep, like, yeah. I also like the fact that you talked about sleepwalking.
oh, yeah. Yeah. Sleepwalking. I also find a lot of people that I've talked to and just from like research for this piece, with their nightmares and their night terrors, their bodies like will twitch or, they'll have these like aggressive movements in their sleep that cause problems if they're sleeping next to someone or just like themselves. I've talked to people, they're like, yeah, I wake up with just bruises on my arms because I wailed in my sleep from my nightmare. And I'm like, that could be a problematic situation to be in. So,
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think a lot of people will relate to this piece then, since we all sleep.
yes.
Um, I wanted to ask you about what themes or messages do you aim to convey through your work other than sleep?
I think the biggest message or theme I would love for someone in the audience to be able to walk away from is to appreciate a lot of little things that we as a society tend to take for granted. I think a lot of people, when you don't struggle with sleep, you don't realize how important it is until that moment comes where you aren't sleeping well and you're struggling with it consistently. And I think that can kind of go into a lot of different other aspects of life. I think just in general, there are so many small things that humanity takes for granted that we don't think about until it becomes affected. So I think it would be really fantastic for people to kind of take this, oh, it's just sleep, but I don't struggle with sleep. and I don't appreciate that I don't struggle with sleep. So what other instances in our lives can we take that message into? You know, oh, I got to wash my hands with clean water today and I didn't even realize it. I just did it, you know? So that kind of message of be appreciative of those things that might seem minuscule to us on our day-to-day life.
I love it. Great. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, and we
Thank
look forward
you.
to seeing your piece.
Thank you so much. We are so excited. We are very excited. I'm very excited. Our company's excited. We're just very excited.
Good. We like that.
Thank
We
you.
can't wait to see that excitement in your performance.
Yay. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thanks.